So one of the question is this. You can see my screen, right? For what positive, this is from quadratic equation, value of k does the quadratic equation 3x square minus kx plus 3 is equals to 0 not have real roots. Take 2 minutes, think about it, and then we will solve it. Okay, so just 2 minutes I'm giving to you. It's try it first. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, let's discuss it. Anyone, can you like anyone, if tried, please let me know what can be the possible approach for this one. Anyone from here, if you have tried, not have real root, we have already, let's discuss it. Okay, we already know 3 formulas. Okay, that is discriminant. I'm writing all the formulas over here. So there are 3 formula, that is discriminant. If discriminant is bigger than 0, that means b square minus 4ac is larger than 0, then real, then roots will be real and distinct. Okay, so then roots are real and distinct. The real means real number and distinct means different roots will be having, different number will be there. Distinct I am trying to write over here. This is the first rule. The second rule is if d, that is discriminant, is equals to 0, discriminant means b square minus 4ac, if that is 0, then roots are real and same. And the third rule, nature of the root we have discussed. Okay, that rule only I am writing over here. The third rule is if d is smaller than 0. That means b square minus 4ac is smaller than 0, then roots are not real.
Ma'am,
That means root will not be any real number. Distinct, not distinct, we don't have to think about that. Here we are learning, here each and every chapter, everywhere we will only be, if we are talking about number, that means it's real number. If it's not a real number, then we don't have to think about that. So the third case is the case which the question says that roots are not real. Okay, that means we know that when roots are not real, discriminant is smaller than 0. That means b square minus 4ac is smaller than 0. Now from here, from the given quadratic equation, we have to take out what is a, what is b, what is c. Please tell me what is a, what is b, and what is c.
A is
A
3,
is,
B is minus K, C is 3.
yeah. Now we will substitute it over here. That means
A,
minus
B,
k
minus
whole
K.
square. Yeah. Are you saying anything, Maha?
A is 3, B is minus K, C is 3.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So it will be this. Now minus k whole square will be just k square minus 4 3 times 12. 12 3 times 36. This is what we are having, smaller than 0. Now I was explaining you how to find the value of when we are having the inequality, how to find the value. One more thing you can see today, that this type of scenario can also come. We will try doing the factorization over here. Since finding the value of k is not possible, if you will try finding like a equation, if you will try finding like a equation, you will shift this 36 to the other side. You will be having k square here, 36k, this square will be square root, so plus minus sign will come. Okay, here from here only I can say there will be one step, but that can be confusing. Let me tell you, whenever we are having such scenario where factorization is possible, the power of the highest power of the variable which you want to find, okay, the unknown which you want to find the value, if that is not 1, okay, the power is not 1, if it is 2, it is 3, please try to do the factorization. How we have to solve such inequality, this is from the previous year question paper only I have taken. And what you can write over here, k square, and this 36 can be written as a 6 square. Here we will do the factorization. We will be having k plus 6 in one bracket and k minus 6 in another bracket, that is smaller than 0. Now, if instead of smaller than 0, if equals to 0 will be there, then definitely you will be getting two values for k, right? If instead of this is smaller than 0, if equals to 0 will be there, then you will be getting two values of k, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the two values of k?
6 and minus 6.
Exactly, it will be 6 and minus 6. So I'm writing those two values, 6 and minus. Okay, one is plus 6, another is minus 6. This is the real line I have drawn. Real line consists of negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, now we will try finding the range of k. Where exactly k is lying? Is it smaller than minus 6? Is it bigger than 6? Is it in between minus 6 to plus 6? We will try finding the range of k. Okay, so whenever you encounter such situation where the variable's power is 2, 3, 4, try doing the factorization. Okay, and after doing the factorization, just place the numbers on the real line. After that, we have to just check which part is the solution. Okay, this one is the solution. Is k value is smaller than 6 always, or maybe is it in between minus 6 to plus 6, or maybe it is always greater than 6. What exactly, where exactly k is going to lie, that we have to find over here. And how we will find? We will be taking few test points. Okay, again I'm repeating, we will be taking few test point and we will be checking our inequality is valid or not. So from here I want to take a test point. Test point, that means smaller than -6. I want to take a number. Let's take -7. Okay, and I will substitute it over here in the inequality. Here -7 plus 6, here -7 -6. You don't have to do the calculation. You just have to check the sign. So -7 plus 6, it will be negative. Okay, -7 -6, it will be negative. Negative, negative, positive. Positive number is smaller than 0. Is it true or false? Inequality is valid or not valid? So here we are getting it's false. Am I making sense to all of you? You don't have to do the calculation. You just have to check inequality is valid or not by checking the positive multiplied with the negative, positive multiplied with the positive. This is what you have to check. Are you getting it? Getting it? See, this is completely something new I'm trying to explain. But try to understand this question. This type of question can also come in exam. Okay, so this is how we have to deal with such inequality. Now if we will be taking a test point in between -6 to +6, test point, that means we can take 0. 0 is like calculation, there will not be so much calculation. So if you will, still I am telling you, you don't have to do the calculation. You just have to check whether this inequality sign is valid, smaller than sign is valid or not. If you will be taking 0 over here, k value as a 0, okay, then here we are getting positive, k value as a 0. If you will take, here we are getting negative. Positive into negative, plus minus, result will be negative. Negative number is smaller than 0. Is it true or false? It is true. It is true. So here we are going to write, yeah, this range is acceptable. Similarly, if you will take a number bigger than +6, any test point, let's say 7 you will be taking. So again, let me show you the same. Our inequality is k plus 6, k minus 6 is smaller than 0. You don't have to do the calculation. 7 means here you will substitute 7. Even without substituting, you can understand this will be positive. And here 7, if you will substitute, this will be positive. Plus plus plus. Okay, the result of plus plus will be positive only. Positive number is smaller than 0. Is it making sense? No, this range is completely not acceptable. So which range is acceptable? K will lie in between -6 to 6. This is acceptable. Now this much step, is it clear to each and everyone? Tell me yes or no. Since it doesn't have real root, we have taken discriminant is smaller than 0. Now we were sure that we will be able to solve it by using the inequality concept, which we already know. We have already learned. But here a new scenario came. Here we are having k is square. So that is creating confusion. So what I am telling you, try to do the factorization. Okay. After doing the factorization, whatever solution you are getting, the k value, okay, if equal to sign will be there, then whatever k value you will be taking out, just take out those k value. You don't have to take it out and show. Just pick those value and place it on the real line. Now you understand real number consists from -infinity to +infinity. All the numbers are real numbers. So if you will place those number on the real line, you will find that your real line is getting divided into few parts. Okay, 2 part, maybe 3 part. So our real line, which was consisting of -infinity to +infinity, we have already learned how to locate irrational number on this line, how to locate rational numbers on this line. This is a real line. Okay. Now, when we located the solution on this real line, somewhere, maybe somewhere -6 will be there and somewhere 6 will be there. We can see clearly this real line got divided into how many parts? We can see 3 parts. Now in each part, you have to take the test point, anything randomly you have to take, and quickly you have to check whether your inequality is valid or not. You don't have to do the calculation. Quick, you have to check. Okay. After checking, we found that this K value is going to lie in this range. K value is going to lie in this range. This is the solution. So far, is it clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This
Yes,
is
ma'am.
our solution. Now let's get back to question. Is there any other condition given in the question, or here only we can leave the solution? So let's read the question carefully. For what positive value of K? Oh my God. K has to be positive value. Okay. Whatever range we are saying for K, that has to be positive number. So -6 is not making sense. Okay. What is the positive value of K? If we are saying K is lying in between -6 to +6, that is correct. But the question is saying that please be specific. Be specific and take positive value of K. That means we will say, okay, positive value of K is the condition, no? So we will customize our solution. Positive value of K is the condition which is given in the question. So we will say that, okay, K is lying in between 0 to 6. K is lying in between 0 to 6. We did the customization in the range of K. Why? Because in the question it was clearly written positive value. Okay, now this is the solution. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see how to check with the inequality. Again, I'm showing you when you are having K square minus 6 square is smaller than 0. First factorize it. K plus 6, K minus 6. First factorize it. K plus 6, K minus 6 is smaller than 0. Now draw the inequality sign. Minus infinity, draw the real line, minus infinity plus infinity. From here we are getting K value as a -6 and K value as a 6. Real line got divided in 3 parts. Each part we will be taking a test point and we will check it. So you can take -7, -8, -9, anything. You don't have to do the calculation. You don't have to waste your time. So if you are taking -7, just be specific that when you will be substituting -7 at the place of K, the first bracket, will it be positive or negative? It will be negative. Now -7, when we will substitute at the place of K in the second bracket, will it be positive or negative? It will be negative. Now minus plus, the result will generate the result. Okay, positive is smaller than 0. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? Is it true or false? A positive number is smaller than 0. Is it true?
False.
Similarly, for the other interval, you will find that inequality is becoming true. For the other interval, when you will take a test point and you will check, it will come false. So you have to take obviously the true portion, that from -6 to 6 only we can take K. If you want to check, let me help you with checking. Okay, if you want to check, K will only be lying in between -6 to +6. Then only in this quadratic equation, it will not have real root. You can take any number in between -6 to +6. You will find that whatever quadratic equation we will be generating, that will not have real root. If you want to check, just checking purpose. Okay, we don't have to do. If you want to check any number in between from -6 to +6, let's take a number. Let's take which number you want to take. -4, -3. Okay, let's take -3. Our quadratic equation which was given to us was 3x square minus kx plus 3. 3x square minus kx plus 3 is equals to 0. We are just checking. We are just confirming that whatever we have found, is it making sense? So minus 3 we are taking as a k value, minus 3. One more minus sign is there in front. Be careful with that. Okay. 3x square plus 3. We will be having 3x square plus 3x plus 3. If you want to take out 3 common and shift it to other side, you can do that. Otherwise, directly also you can find the discriminant and you can check what is the discriminant. So if we will try finding the discriminant just to check the nature of the root, is it real or not? Let's find it. Discriminant will be b square minus 4ac. B is 3 minus 4 into a into c. 3 times 9. 4 3 times 12, 3 times 36. 9 minus 36 is it minus 27? Is it? Is it minus 27? Can you see discriminant is smaller than 0? Can you see? So it will be, okay, whatever the question says, it makes sense. We will be defining that k is lying in between minus 6 to plus 6. Definitely any number you will be taking, a decimal number, a fractional number, in between minus 6 to plus 6, your nature of the root definitely will come out, that there will not be any real root. If you want to check beyond this beyond this range, if you want to check with any value, I'm saying that, okay, we got that k will lie in between minus 6 to 6. But if you want to check with any other number, let's say you want to check with 8, okay, beyond this 6 you are taking a number 8 and then you want to check whether the roots are real or not. Let's check it quickly. So 3x square minus kx plus 3 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation here. We are just checking it. However, these are the portion which we don't have to do in exam. Okay, we are just confirming. If k value 8 you will be taking. Discriminant we will be finding, that is b square minus 4ac we will be finding. Please find it quickly. B square minus 4ac and tell me what are you getting. Please do it. What are you getting?
Ma'am, 16.
16. Harshit, 16.
Got 28.
I got 28.
Okay.
I'm getting 28.
Let me check that. B square minus 4 into a into c. Wait, am I doing any mistake?
Ma'am, it's 36. 12 is 36, ma'am. So it is a 9, 9 into 4, it's 36.
Okay, 36, yeah.
9 4 is 36.
Yeah. Yes, it will be 28. Yeah. So that is what we were checking exactly is the discriminant greater than 0, lesser than 0, equals to 0. Can you see it is coming greater than 0? Roots are real and distinct. So beyond this range, you will take any number as a k value. Your root will come out as a maybe real and distinct, maybe roots are real and equal. But in this range, any number you will be taking. Let me explain. Decimal number, any real number we can take from this range. Okay. So this is the possible range of k. And if we have to take positive number, if we have to take positive value of k, then we can redefine this range. We can redefine the range and we can say k will be lying in between 0 to 6. Okay. Any confusion? Please.
So what's the final answer? And how would we write all of that in like correct, like those steps?
Okay. Final answer, I'm writing everything sequence in a sequence manner over here. If you have understood the concept, then quickly I'm writing it, everything over here. How exactly, when this question, exactly the same question will come in exam, how you are supposed to solve. So everyone, have you noted down the question first? Have you noted it down? You all have noted down the question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because now I will not write the question. I will just show the solution part. Solution is, if you have not noted down the question, please let me know. I will scroll up. So since it doesn't have, since given quadratic equation, three x square minus kx plus 3 is equals to 0, not have real root. This sentence I am copy pasting from the question. Okay, it doesn't have real root, therefore discriminant must be lesser than 0. Okay, discriminant means b square minus 4ac must be smaller than 0. B is minus k. Directly we can substitute the value. We don't have to define what is a, what is b, what is c. However, if you want, you can write it that. So k square minus 4 3 times 12 3 times 36 is smaller than 0. That means if we will try doing the factorization, we understand we can give it a shape of a square minus b square. K square minus 6 square is smaller than 0. That means in one bracket we'll be having k plus 6, in other bracket we'll be having k minus 6, that is smaller than 0. Now to solve this inequality, we have to draw a real line. A real line we will be drawing minus infinity to plus infinity. Real number chapter already we understand. So it from minus infinity to plus infinity to all the numbers are real numbers. One is negative 6, one value is positive 6. Okay. Now what you are taking as a test point, you don't have to show directly. You can say that here only on the real line. If you want to show, you can show it. Otherwise, it's not that important that what exactly you have taken the test point and how you are solving. Directly we can write it is lying in between minus 6 to plus 6. But since what positive, since k value must be positive according to question, therefore k must be lying from 0 to 6. This is our answer. Anyone having any confusion? Just a second, no? Any confusion you are having over here? Anyone? Zanab, Ziana, Maha,
No, ma'am.
Harshit. This is how we will be dealing
No, ma'am.
with such questions. Okay. You already understand how to write till k square minus 36. You already understand. Few extra steps I'm showing you. And logically, forget about the mathematics. Logically, it is making sense that we will be picking only those k value which will make the inequality valid. Yeah, we will be taking only such k value which will be true for the inequality. Otherwise, it will completely be baseless. Whenever we find the solution, if I'll give you an equation x plus 25 is equals to 30. Whatever x value from here you will find, it will be valid for the equation, right? What I am trying to say, here you are not learning any like very extra concept. Logically it is making sense. Okay, suppose you are having an equation x plus 32 is equals to let's say 25. Here when you will solve this equation, you will be getting a x value that is 25 minus 32. x value will be 5 6 7 minus 7. And it is making sense. When you will take this x value and you will try to equate both sides, it will be valid. It will be valid. The equality sign will be valid. Tell me yes or no. When x equals to minus 7, we will put on the left side. It will come out as a right hand side, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So equality sign will be valid. So here how we are maintaining the equality sign. So there also we must be careful with the smaller than signs, and we are careful like this. Okay. So this is how we have to deal with such questions. If just k minus 36 is there, then directly we can say, if just k minus 36 is there, that is smaller than 0, then directly we can say k is smaller than 36. We got the answer. We got the answer. But since power 2, power 3, whenever such inequality you will be having, please try doing factorization and the same method. You have to check which part, which interval is true, and that will be the answer. sometime, let me tell you over here only, sometime you will find that not only one interval, like not only one range, there are two ranges. Suppose there exists a question which you started solving, and you are locating the numbers on the real line. That is, real line consists of negative infinity to positive infinity. Here you will be having the same number I am taking. Okay. Now, when you are checking the inequality, which portion is correct? The first part is correct, the second one or the third one, which is the proper range? Suppose you ended up getting this range. Same question, if suppose you are having k square minus 36 is bigger than 0. Bigger than 0. Now, can you see that from here you will be taking a test point? That is -7. Again, we will be taking, this means k plus 6, k minus 6. Bigger than 0. See, this is completely the different example. However, I am using the same numbers, but this is different example. To avoid the confusion, let me make it m. Otherwise, you will end up getting confused. Now we have to find the proper solution or proper range of m. If you will take a test point, let's say -7. This -7 plus 6, it will be negative. -7 minus 6, it will be negative. Negative into negative, the result will be positive. Positive number is bigger than 0. Oh yeah, this is true. Can you see? Similarly, here also you will find it true. Here also you will find it true. But not in the middle one. Okay, middle one is not true. If you will take a test point and you will check middle, from -6 to +6, it will be false, and the other two will be true according to the inequality. What will be the solution then? The solution will be m value. M value will be in between -infinity to -6 and also in between 6 to infinity. This is the solution. For writing this one, we will be getting the full marks. Getting it? So anytime, if the same question, just the customized version you are getting in exam, instead of doesn't have real root, if the case is it has real and distinct root, obviously you will be writing greater than 0. And the same question you have to solve. That time this will be the solution. Am I making sense to all of you?
Yes.
Ziana, Noah, Maha, Harshit, Calvin. Or who else is there? Sumaya. Is it making sense to you? Please
ma'am.
let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Harshit, to you also it is clear. Maha, to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Noah, Sumaya.
Yes, ma'am.
It is clear. So if you will be getting such scenario, please specify, mention it that this is also solution, this is also solution. That's it. Leave over here only, you will be getting the full marks. Now the next question. Find the roots. Find roots of quadratic equation x square plus 5x minus alpha plus 1 alpha plus 6 is equals to 0, where alpha is constant. Please do it. Again, I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes to check whether you can or not. If you can, then when I will be starting, you have to tell me what you are thinking. What can be the possible approach? So read it and check it if you can or not. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be doing it together. Let's discuss it. So x square plus 5x minus alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6. Okay. If we will try doing the factorization over here, splitting the middle term, then this alpha can create the confusion. But please don't get confused whenever you are having such alpha, m, k. If you are having such terms, that means you have to check what is the concept. First multiply a and c. If you will multiply a and c, you will left with just this only, alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6. Now check it by adding two numbers, by adding two terms. Are we able to generate, like, first what we do the factorization of this one. Okay, we find AC. Here AC will be 1 into the same, that is alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6. Okay, so AC is this only, alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6. Please don't do the multiplication, otherwise it can be confusing. Okay, this is how we will keep it. Now we try splitting it. We try doing the factorization by taking two such number or maybe two such terms. So it is already in factorized form. We will be saying that two such factor we can take. One is alpha plus 1, another is alpha plus 6. Okay, both multiplied together is making our AC. That's it. Both multiplied together is making the AC. Now both added or subtracted together, is it creating the middle term 5? Let's check it. If we will add them, alpha plus 1 plus alpha plus 6. Now it is not creating 5. Okay, alpha is also there. We must get rid of this alpha. We must remove this alpha. What if we will do the subtraction? Is it possible to get 5? 5, that is the middle term. Alpha plus 6. Alpha plus 1 minus alpha minus 6. Oh yeah. Yes, we are able to generate 5 over here. Plus 5 or minus 5, that we can do the arrangement. But yes, 5 we are getting. There we are having plus 5 or minus 5. We are having plus 5. So we will be able to do the arrangement. Let's do it. We will be having x square. We realize that middle term we can split by taking alpha plus 6 minus alpha plus 1, both along with x. The way we split the middle term when we are having numbers, same concept we are using when we are having the other constant alpha, k, p, whatever. And then the same, that is alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6. Is it making sense to all of you? In this type of question, mostly you will be having the arranged form only. Please check it. Always you will be having such a factors, no, which will, if that is not, if this is not in factorized form, if this is, let's say alpha is square, then plus 6 alpha plus alpha, that means 7 alpha plus 6. If instead of alpha plus 1, alpha plus 6, if here alpha is square plus 7 alpha plus 6 is written over there, then also we will not get confused. Then also we will not get confused. We will try doing the factorization, and whatever factors we'll be getting, you will find that that is creating the middle term, maybe by added together or maybe by subtracted together. Okay, am I making sense? Instead of
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one, if you will be having this in the like expanded version, then you have to factorize it, and then you will be able to write this step. So this is what we
Okay,
are
ma'am.
getting. Now we will just take common factor and we will get the answer. Tell me what is the common factor. Tell me the answer, x value.
It is alpha plus 1 and minus alpha plus 6.
Alpha plus 1 you are saying, Harshit, and minus alpha
Yes.
plus 6?
Yes, ma'am, in bracket actually.
What you said, Harshit?
Ma'am, it is minus then bracket alpha plus 6.
Yeah, have I written it correctly? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
This is okay. Yes, rest of the student, please check it. Are you getting the same x value? X square. Okay, x we will take out common. It will be x plus alpha plus 6. Okay. Here we will take out common alpha plus 1. And we will be having x plus alpha plus 6. From here we are getting to one bracket, that is x minus alpha plus 1. And the other one is x plus alpha plus 6. Please don't get confused whenever alpha, p, k, these are the terms sitting in the quadratic equation. We will treat it like a number only. Okay, we will be treating it just the way we treat any other number. And from here we are getting x value as a alpha plus 1, and the other x value will be minus of alpha plus 6. Everyone is getting the same. This is our solution.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me take the next concept, next question. If x equals to 2 by 3 and x equals to minus 3 are roots of quadratic equation, ax square plus 7x plus b is equals to 0. Find the values of a and b. Let's do it. Let's do it. If x equals to 2 by 3 and x equals to minus 3, these are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay. Maybe we can write sum of the roots. Maybe we can write product of the root. That way also we will be able to generate two scenarios. Okay. Or maybe what we can do, since it is the root, then we are free to substitute the value in the equation. If it's a solution, if it's a root, it will satisfy the equation. If x equals to 2 by 3 is a root of the given equation, then we can substitute x value as 2 by 3. And yeah, left hand side, right hand side, both we can take it. If x equals to 2 by 3 is a root of this equation, then it must satisfy the equation. We are free to go ahead and put this x value in the given quadratic equation. If you will put this x value in the given quadratic equation, you will be having something like this, which we just have to solve further. We will be having 4a by 9 plus 14 by 3 plus b is equals to 0. Little bit more simplification we have to do over here. And similarly, x equals to minus 3 is also root. So it will satisfy the equation. We are free to go ahead and substitute this x value in the original equation. So x equals to minus 3 is also root. We will be substituting it over here and we will end up having a pair of linear equation in two variable a and b. Okay, minus 3, if you will substitute over here, it will be just this 7 into minus 3 plus b is equals to 0. 9a minus 21 plus b is equals to 0. Can you see we ended up getting two equation number 1 and equation number 2, which is nothing but this type of equation you have seen in the chapter, pair of linear equation in two variable. Yes or no? From here, is it possible to find a and b? Yes, it is possible to find a and b from here, right? And that's what we have to do here. What if you started thinking, once you saw the question, you started thinking about sum of the root and product of the root? That way also you will be able to get equation. Okay, if just by looking at the question, another method can be, if you just by looking at the question, you thought that maybe some of the roots we can take as a minus b by a, that means minus 7 by a. Okay, sum of these two roots, 2 by 3 and then plus minus 3. Oh yeah, this is much more easier than the previous one. Directly we are getting the value. Okay, and product of the root, directly we will get the value of b. So method 2 is easier than method 1, right? Right?
Yeah.
Getting it? Now product of the roots. Formula is c by a. C is b, a is just a. Okay.